Annyeonghaseyo lahat, you're here with me Alex Corner and welcome to the Trading Comedy, and for today I'm going to teach you, I'm gonna give you a quick crash course on how to read an Ichimoku cloud. So if you want a more in-depth tutorial, you can go search up No Nonsense Forex for a more detailed discussion on the Ichimoku cloud. But I'm just gonna give you like the gist kasi ang haba nung sa kanya. So I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. So it's an indicator created in the late 1930s. So, ang gagaling ng mga Hapon. So, sila gumawa nitong indicator na to, and it's actually powerful. So, we're gonna put out the parts one by one. So, let's start with the clouds because it's the easiest to understand. So, this is the Kumo. Ayan, nakalabas na. These are the clouds. And this is the Senku span A and B, which just makes up the cloud. Yun lang yung intindihin nyo. So, how you want to trade this? So, we're gonna use the PSE as an example. Let's say we have this stock over here. The way to interpret this is that if you see the prices below the cloud, the trend is bearish. On the other hand, if you see prices above the cloud, the trend is probably bullish. So ganun. And if you see naman prices crossing the cloud, let's say this one, it's probably bullish. It's changing momentum. So that's also a sign. On the other hand, if you see prices crossing below, like this one over here, it's probably going to be bearish. We're gonna look at here. So that's it. Yan lang yung basics. That's how you interpret the cloud if you're gonna read this. So next up, let's get rid of this. Another way of interpreting this cloud is if we use these lines, this Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen. You can actually relate this to a moving average kasi medyo magkahawig sila. So I'm gonna put an EMA cross as an example. Yan. Let me get rid of this. Yan, medyo magkahawig sila. So you can still use this if you want. If you're comfortable with moving averages, that's not a problem. I'm just giving you the similarities. So going back here, you can also use entry signals with these lines. So how would you enter? Let's say for this example, you can use the Tenkan-sen as your entry point for this one. Let's say this, you want to enter at this price. Enter here and probably exit somewhere here. And this is where the cloud goes in. You can use this cloud as a reference for support or resistance. So you can actually wait to exit here if you want, if you're gonna really hold it long. And if we're gonna move the chart, ayan, umabot naman siya sa price na to. So you can hold it longer if you guys want. Ayan, basta this one just gives the signal if you want to enter. Kumbaga, itong lines na to, these are advanced signals. They give you signals in advance when to enter. Kasi yung cloud minsan late siya magbigay ng signal. So an optimal entry for this indicator would be this one over here. If you combine the lines along with the cloud, you can enter here and probably do a long play and take profit somewhere here in this cloud. So this is also helpful in giving you target profits. Okay, but I would usually use like the previous prices, like this one. I would use this one as a spot for taking profits. So you can use this one. Or if you're confident that it will reach this Senko span A over here, you can also use it as a target profit, but it's really up to you. And another part of the Ichimoku cloud is the lagging span. Ito, yung nilagay ko sa parenthesis, but I don't really use it. So yeah, that's how you read the charts using Ichimoku. Okay? So let's do a couple of back tests so your eyes would get used to this. You would get used to this chart. Okay? Let's find other charts. Let's try Mega World. So currently Mega World is in an uptrend because the cloud is telling us that it's in an uptrend. But currently entry, you can actually enter here as well. Cloud support. This is a support cloud. So probably you can enter here and you can cut if the price goes below this cloud. Let's say that one, but that's not really practical risk management. I would usually risk 3 to 5%. So just measure away. It's really up to your risk tolerance if how you want to exit the trade. But this is also good for spotting entries. So this cloud support can serve as an entry, because if we backtest this one, you can also see that again you could use the cloud as an entry. This red cloud here, this cross, this spot over here. So another way of entering here is wait for a cloud breakout. So a cloud breakout looks exactly like this one. So if this price breaks that red cloud, then you can enter. And then just cut if the price goes below the red cloud. But for this case, it just went up. Tuloy-tuloy lang siya, guys. See? And probably you can do a stop. If you see this blue line over here, this conversion line, okay? If you see this conversion line cross below, almost crossing below this baseline, you can exit here. Or if you manage to hold longer, you can actually exit here. This other cross over here, if you're willing to hold that longer. So there, that wraps up my crash course for the Ichimoku Cloud. If you want to know more, you can watch the video that I suggested from No Nonsense Forex if you want more examples of this. And again, this has been Alex Corner, and I'll see you again on my next trades. Paalam!